My name is Renee Pittman. So much great stuff is happening as we enter our third year. The truth is snowballing. Thank you for everyone's efforts.
My name is Ella, and I am a targeted individual.
My name is Jeanette. I am 56 years old and I live in Baltimore, Maryland. I am a victim of covert electronic harassment and torture. I am a targeted individual.
My name's Angela Peterson. I am living in Sydney, Australia. I'm a New Zealander. I have been assaulted with pulsed frequency since about 2013, and I want this inhumane, criminal, illegal treatment of innocent civilians to cease immediately.
Sharon Vincent. I live in East Orange, New Jersey. I am coming to you on this targeted individual day. I am a victim of covert electronic harassment, microwave torture, organized gang stalking, V2K abuse, slander campaign, 24/7 surveillance, privacy invasion. I think it's important that we expose this 21st century crime. May God bless us as we work together in an attempt to expose this horrific nightmare.
My name is Michelle from Toronto, Canada, and I am a targeted individual.
Good evening, and I am Wendy, and I was a targeted person. At the present moment, I live in a Middle Eastern country. This is my fourth country, and thank God I am not being tortured or harassed or gang stalked here in this country, and I am very grateful to not be targeted anymore. However, my targeting started in 2010, and it lasted until about 2017. So that was 7 years of being followed and tortured with directed energy weapons in many, many places. There are so many people out there that are continuing to be harassed and tortured, and I just ask that you please do something to help these people. And God forbid if anything happens to me again, if I go back to my own country, it's guaranteed that I will be tortured and harassed, and my life will be completely torn apart like it was before. On the one hand, I feel like speaking out, but on the other hand, I'm so afraid to speak out because I know that the torture and the harassment could start up again any day. But I do feel safe in the country I'm at right now. So I would just like to say that to all the people out there, don't give up. You may be being tortured right now, but there is hope that you can escape this horrific crime. And I just want to thank Magnus for all the hard work that he's done, and all of the other people in this community that put so much out there and give us so much information. Finally, maybe this is going to come to an end, or at least come out in the open more.
Hi, I'm Kate Ryan. I'm a TI in Massachusetts, and I'm encouraging everyone to do phase 2 of the Global TI Survey, which is the affidavit that Catherine Horton is asking people to do. You will find if you do so, you will have a very thorough testimony of what you've been through, and it'll show consistencies with other TIs that have experienced same or similar things. So by doing this, we can support each other in lawsuits taken our information to the courts, to the local police, to the communities, and to the public at large to inform them how true what we are talking about, this horrific program that we're going through. Thank you very much. God bless everyone.
FFTI 久美子山田大垣市東戸川町1-1岐阜 Japan.
My name is James Spencer Williamson, and I'm speaking to you on International Targeted Individual Day. I live in Toronto, Canada, and I am a victim of V2K abuse and electronic harassment. I've been a victim for 2 years, and it has ruined my life. I've spent 4 months locked down in a psychiatric ward on medication that I don't need.
My name is Mary, and I am a targeted individual from Philippines. I was targeted at 16, and it started at a private school that I enrolled, and it was the year 2014. I was tortured for 6 years until now. It all started with lots of students coming around me and shouting and talking behind my back, and then I got depressed and felt bullied when a man used voice to call on me. I was forced to drop out of school and was bedridden for months because of neurological torture and harassment that my perpetrators have been doing to me non-stop every second and every minute, 24 hours no sleep. So this group of people used a neurological weapon that was designed for secret torture, and it is a device that attacks your brain so the people behind it can control your thoughts and manipulate a person to drive them into suicide or murder. I am not alone. We are many, and some of us were already victims of this cyber torture for 30 years and more. I was tortured for 6 years because they were not afraid to do such horrible actions to me and to others, because corrupted officials let them do it to us. We have been suffering and struggling to survive so that we can stay awake for the future of the generations today. The youth and the children of today are being abused and subjected to human experimentation and mind control. We may be the only unfortunate people in this world, but our perpetrators are hungry for control and more weapon tests. More weapon tests for mind torture devices, so the children of today will be their perfect victims. Don't you feel empathy for us? Don't you feel empathy for your children?
My name is Stephen Ferrance. I'm speaking to you on International Targeted Individuals Day, 29th of August 2020. I reside in Newcastle, New South Wales, Australia, and am a victim of organised stalking, chemical fumigation, 24/7, electronic harassment, RNM, microwave frequencies, vandalising of property, break and enter house and car, food tampering.
Good afternoon. It's August the 29th. It's Targeted Individuals Day, August 29th, 2020. I'm a targeted individual. I'm a victim. I'm not a criminal, but a victim. I'd like to bring to your attention, whoever is viewing this, to the gangstalking, the contract stalking, the multi-person stalking. Stalking is against the law. As a targeted individual, I have to put up with harassment, sexual harassment, which all leads to intimidation. On those 3 counts, anyone involved in the gang stalking, contract stalking, you're breaking the law. I'd like to also bring attention to the electronic surveillance weaponry that we're all put under. This is destroying our lives. Now, we're all humans, targeted individuals, we're all victims. And therefore, as all humans, we all have human rights. So I'd just like to bring your attention once again. From me, my name is Storm, and I live in South Devon, England, United Kingdom. Have a nice day now.
Hi, what is that?
Today is Targeted Individuals Day, and we're going to let the passers-by know that it is Targeted Individuals Day and that technologies are being used on people without consent. We're distributing flyers on Targeted Individual Day 2020.
Yes.
To let the world know that in October, the Special Rapporteur on Torture will present a report on cyber torture.
Yes.
Worldwide reports are being investigated.
Yes.
Whistleblowers are being tortured, and innocent citizens.
Hello everyone, this is Craig LaForest from Sydney, Australia. Tomorrow, August the 29th, is Targeted Individuals Day. We are a group of people, thousands of us, who have been used for non-consensual technology, implants in our brains. I have been implanted for many, many years. I have very clear voices in my head. I have burns throughout my body. We must note that the United Nations is now getting involved in our dilemma, and there's an incredible investigation into what is happening. The perpetrators, the developers, the scientists behind this must stop this development. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Wan from Malaysia. My family are targeted individuals. We are victims of cyber torture, and I will not give up. I will fight to the end.
My name is Christopher. I'm in Montana in the United States. I'm being tortured with electromagnetic frequency weapons and directed energy weapons and V2K.
Hello. Hi, my name is Sakina Jones, and I'm a targeted individual here in Fairburn, Georgia. It's a mess. My life is brutally painful.
Hello, my name is Martijn Jongen. I am a targeted individual from the Netherlands. Today, the 29th of August, is the International Targeted Individual Day. And that's why I'm making this video. A targeted individual is a victim illegally placed on a counterintelligence watch list. And the main goal is to neutralize the target. Wealth, health and relationships will be destroyed. It's a scheme so the counterintelligence agencies will have a job to do and get a bigger budget year by year. A lot of effort will be made to destroy a single target. If you're blacklisted, they can use experimental weapons on you. New directed energy weapons must be tested and the effects monitored. The market for these invisible silent weapons is over $25 billion each year. Mind control techniques and experiments are very common, and they exist over 70 years by now. I can tell you it is so sophisticated, it will not take long to get the whole population under mind control. If you complain about these crimes, about these things, people will think you're mentally ill. And that's also a purpose of this program. To get you discredited by false, fake medical conditions like schizophrenia or psychosis or another mental illness.
My name is Amanda Mittler, and I'm speaking to you on International Targeted Individual Day. I live in the US, in Illinois, and am a victim of organized stalking, electronic harassment, microwave torture, remote neural monitoring, directed energy weapons, and all of this under the roof of my home, and V2K, voice to skull, 365, 24/7.
My name is Kevin M., and I'm a targeted individual. This is where I live.
Hello my friends, this is Ramnath Prabhu recording my testimony on the oath of Lord Ganesha. I'm telling the truth, nothing but the truth. Actually, I'm the brain mapping victim since 2002, more precisely 24th October 2002. I mean, I realized that my brain is hacked at that point of time. And one of my friend also told me that brain waves can be hacked, read and recorded.
Good afternoon.
So I want to speak on a topic today, and that topic is voice-to-skull technology. Now, I just want to talk about this because I feel like I've been going through it personally. Now, V2K is abbreviated for voice-to-skull technology. This technology has been used by the U.S. Army, the Russian Army, in warfare against their enemies to disable their enemies psychologically. What this technology does is it basically transfers radio frequencies to the victim's brain. And within that, the person will basically hear what's being transmitted by the person using the device. So these frequencies can actually disrupt the person's focus, disrupt their daily activities. It can basically destroy their life because you're hearing voices through these frequencies. Now, thousands of U.S. civilians have actually reported this being used on them. U.S. officials have reported this, ex-U.S. officials like government officials, people who used to be in the Army, the Marines, people who used to work for the government and they don't anymore. Everybody has reported being a victim of this technology. This technology has affected people to the point of suicide, isolation, and complete change in character. People have completely changed who they were over the span of a week or two because of this technology. Honestly, I think it's truly evil. And I do believe it's been used on me, and it's being used on me as of recent. Now, the voices that I was hearing just seemed way too intelligent to have come from, I'm not saying I'm stupid, but I'm saying when people report hearing voices from psychosis or something psychosis induced, the voices aren't intelligent in striking like that type of conversation in comparison to what I'm hearing. Like I hear the voices saying things about me, my family, and it's more so not a voice, it's more so an actual person in my head, not an actual voice. And with that being said, it isn't something I know myself enough to know these type of things wouldn't come from my subconscious or my conscious mind. Now, the voices are saying these really cruel, messed up things such as, I'm going to kill your family, your mom, and all types of crazy things about me. And I know in my heart, emotionally, I would never say these things about anybody. And other people have reported the same exact thing. I've also noticed intrusive thoughts. I seem to get, after hearing these voices, I began to get a type of intrusive thought pattern and an intrusive imaging pattern within my head of things I do not feel emotionally at all. It's actually kind of strange. Now, what I hear is very disturbing, and it's more so like full-blown sentences, not just words, not just, I'm going to kill you, I hate you, not just a bunch of blank, blank, blank. It's more so intelligent conversation, as if I'm intercepting something from something else, like a radio frequency. It's like I'm intercepting a radio frequency or some type of frequency where I'm hearing something from someone else, not just something coming from my subconscious mind, you know, because it's not something I would ever feel emotionally. It's not of my being.
That's my finger being remotely nerve pulsed from implants snuck into me intravenously as I was a targeted individual and still am. The implants are attached to my nervous system, and they were snuck in me in 2014 and 2016 at 2 different hospitals, intravenously during a blood draw. I've been targeted for 9 years, and I hope it'll stop.
Hi, this is Debbie Villafane from Chicago, Illinois, a targeted individual now for 49 years and 6 generations. I have evidence of 6 generations. The police are doing nothing to stop it. You can't get help from any representative. We need this to stop. This torture program coming from the Pentagon needs to stop. This is Debbie Villafane from Chicago. I am a targeted individual.
I am TI, Gifu, Japan.
Hi, my name is Dave, and I'm speaking to you on International Targeted Individual Day. I live in New York City, and I'm a victim of organized stalking, electronic harassment, microwave torture, V2K abuse, and I'm asking you to help us end this crime against humanity, which has impacted men, women, children all around the world. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Ian Frisbee. For the past 5 or 6 years, I have experienced what felt like being invaded or possessed by possibly other people. I have been told by a friend that it is related to a technology similar to the movie Inception. I see colored lights or dots out of the corner of my eyes, and also see colors when I close my eyes. I sometimes see the holograms or holographic imagery that other guests on Ella's podcast also describe. I sometimes have body pains as well, and vivid dreams like simulations. One of the most stressful experiences of being a TI is the ambiguity of not knowing what it is or why it's happening. I would like to participate and engage in the targeted individual activism for the sake of obtaining support, fellowship, knowledge, and learning, and finding out what my rights are. I'm trying to answer the following questions. What right do people have to access my mind, thoughts, and personal information? If the TI experience is a technology that is possibly related to the emergence of a hive mind, then do I have the right to opt out? What right does big tech, private enterprise, government, or other interest groups have in using my identity or persona in the minds of other people without my knowledge or consent? To the extent that my identity has been used to be associated with harm or malevolence to anyone, I would like to do my level best to put a stop to it immediately. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Bonnie Kellerby. A lot of you know me from Facebook. I've been there for a long time now, since 2009. And I've lived in this house for 40 years. But I've been a victim for now, I think 18 years, since 2003. So perpetrators, they came over our yard from next door, and they injected me with a lot of sensors and a lot of microchips. It's been a hard road by getting things done and getting my husband to believe me. A long road. But I finally got things done since 2010 up to this point, and I'm totally validated today. And the way I found out how I did get implanted will amaze you. But today I'm going to talk about this day, which is today, August 29th, 2020. And if you can see it, that's the reason I'm here with the rest of a lot of other victims, TIs, trying to get help. So anyway, plus I'm wearing the shirt from July 31st, when the UN heard a lot of people's stories and what we need to do about being victims of all these technologies that are around that are harming so many people.